up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. This is Clueless Corinne. I'm very excited to be recording this video, not only because I'm trying to procrastinate doing my homework, but I really wanted to talk to you guys and tell y'all about the Xoxo retreats. Alright, so let's get started. Okay guys, so the Teen Xoxo retreat is a retreat that is on during spring break, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But this retreat is so impactful and it turned my life around. Guys, like, I'm going to encourage you as much as I can to go on this retreat. It is so life fulfilling. So back to it, this retreat is brought up together by Catholics, but the crazy thing is that everyone and anyone is welcome to go to this retreat, and that's like what's so amazing about it. And it's not only for Catholics, so if you're not Catholic, you could go. So you know what, don't make an excuse saying that you can't go because you are not Catholic, because we welcome everybody. I can't really say much about the retreat because if you ever went on an Xoxo retreat, you know you cannot say much, and you just have to experience and see it for yourself. So this year I am on team as a young adult. So crazy, I know, a young adult. I went on my first Xoxo retreat when I was a freshman in high school, so this is my 5th Xoxo retreat, but this is my 4th time on team. So crazy, I feel so old. But that's how much I love going back to this retreat. It is so amazing, and so, like, I could keep going on and talk about how amazing it is, because it's so amazing. And to be able to get experience with God one-on-one and to interact with teens who are going through probably the same stuff as you, and I think that's really amazing. And y'all could just bond like that, and that's how basically our Teen Xoxo is built up. We have a bond of a family. Like, once you go to this retreat, you are in our family, our Teen Xoxo family. Alright guys, so back to it being on spring break. I know y'all are thinking, like, what the heck? Like, who has a retreat during spring break? And I know a lot of you are thinking that y'all could rather be doing all kinds of better stuff, but I promise you guys, you are going to want to spend your time at this retreat, and you're going to think back to yourself like, wow, this is the best spring break I've ever had. And I always think back to my first retreat, and I wouldn't regret going on that retreat. Back then I wasn't really serious in my faith. I guess you can say I only went to church because, number one, my mom made me. She made me go to church because she also went on the women's Xoxo retreat, and she always, like, encouraged us to go with her, but I just went because, I mean, she's my mom, so I really just went. And number two, my CCD teachers, Desiree, Sarita, and Elizabeth, they encouraged us to go so much, and if you know who they are so amazing, and I just love them to death. And number three, I think the reason why I went, I was just really curious because the people who had went on this retreat, they talked so much about it, but then they couldn't talk so much about it, so it was just like, I want to know, like, I want to know what y'all did, I want to know what y'all experienced. My brother had went on this retreat, and he came back so changed. Like, from the boy I seen get on the bus to the boy who came back off the bus was a totally different person. Like, different. Like, I didn't even recognize my brother because how impacted he was from this retreat. And I was just so curious because my mom came back the same way, and I was like, you know, I want to feel this way. I want to see what they see, and I want to feel what they feel. Like, what are they feeling? I was so curious to figure out what they were going through. And so I finally went on this retreat. I was so nervous. I remember that day so vividly. I'm a procrastinator, and I didn't start packing to the day of, and I was just like running around with my chicken with my head cut off because I was trying to pack all my stuff, and then I needed to go eat, and it was just like, like, so much was happening, and I didn't want to be late, so I just like, really, like, I dressed horrible that weekend. I dressed so ratchet. Like, I dressed in comfortable clothes, but as soon as I got to the retreat, I did not know what to expect. I didn't really know what was going to happen, but it happened. And as I went through that weekend, I received the Holy Spirit like I have never received it. And it was just a beautiful retreat. As many times as I go back to that retreat, if I could go back, to one in particular retreat that I've been on, I would go back to the one where I was a freshman, and that was my first retreat. And don't get me wrong, guys, team, it is amazing to be on team. I love it because it gives me a reason to go back to the beautiful place which is known as the Spiritual Renewal Center, and it's just like heaven on earth. There's no place I'd rather be, basically, and it's really beautiful to be on team. But like, just to sit back and watch them be in the same shoes as you were and just see their life just change. And that's how much this retreat affects people. It is just life-changing. This retreat is life-changing. And it's basically up to you. If you do go on this retreat, it is up to you to decide whether you are going to stick on that path that you were on, that you got off the bus, that you're going to stick on that path and keep that fire burning. Because I can tell you guys, it is hard as a teenage Catholic, it is hard as a Catholic in general to keep your fire burning because you face so many obstacles. And it is normal and it is okay. Nobody is perfect. But if you want to keep going on that path from as soon as you get off the bus, or you want to go back on that path that you were going on when you got on the bus. And it's really only up to you guys. The retreat is a beautiful thing to see. And I want to encourage you to go on this year's Teen Acts 2020 retreat. The retreat starts on the 19th and it ends on the 22nd, guys. And I promise you could do all kinds of stuff during spring break just at the beginning. But those 4 days just fly. So if you're thinking miserable, like, oh my God, I don't even want to go, those 4 days are going to be too long. Those 4 days fly. And by the time it's Sunday, you're going to wish that you're back at the first day, because you just never want to leave. It's like heaven on earth. Alright guys, but I just want to keep on encouraging guys to go. Become a part of our family. We love a big family. And this is my message to you guys. This is what my video is about today. And yeah, that's basically it. Alright guys. So before I do this, I just want to do a quick shout out to Victoria and Maddie. This is y'all's favorite part, and I'm shouting y'all out to it. This is for you guys. It's not a goodbye, it's I'll see you later. You know you love me. XOXO Clueless Corinne. Bye guys!